Hey watch enthusiasts, I'm Clayton, a Brazilian watchmaker, and today we have an exciting project, an Orient watch with a Seiko NH38 movement. Now, for those of you who know about Orient, you might be surprised to learn that they have a factory right here in Brazil. It's called Orient Relógios da Amazônia. The watches produced here have a unique Brazilian design and are exclusively sold in Brazil. You'll find them in quartz watches, which are quite popular among Brazilian customers. But Orient also released some automatic beauties. This particular model I'm working on is a limited edition with a steel case and a ceramic bracelet. Trust me, even though it might appear polished like steel, it's ceramic, and it adds some weight to this timepiece. Unfortunately, this watch had a little adventure in the water, even though it's rated for 50 meters water resistance. You know how it is, consumers don't always fully understand those ratings and take their watches for a dive anyway. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. I'll begin by carefully removing the oscillating rotor before taking this movement out of the case. Next up, let's begin the disassembly of the movement. I'll start by removing the balance wheel. This part is delicate, and I sincerely hope the water didn't rust this crucial component. I'm using this hand lift tool to remove the hands. This tool, well, let's say it's inspired by Bergens. A fellow friend of mine crafted using gong rods, a hammer, and of course some creativity. According to him, there's no better tool than the ones that we can make ourselves. And in this case, I have to agree, it's servicing its purpose quite well. Now I'm disassembling the automatic winding bridge. What's interesting is that Seiko movements use an extremely simple winding system that allows winding in both directions. Sometimes this system is also called magic lever. It seems the water has hardened the grease on the first reduction wheel and the pull lever. I'll need to give them some extra attention during cleaning. I must admit, my head accidentally made a few appearances in this video. I didn't plan that, and I'll be sure to avoid this on the next one. My apologies. A big part of my watching knowledge comes from my father's shop, but the real game changer was about 2 years ago when I took a course by Mark Lovick from the Watch Repair channel. His classes are essential for anyone aspiring to become a watchmaker. He simplifies complex procedures and gives you the skills and confidence to tackle any repair challenge. If you are serious about horology, check out his course on his website. You won't regret it. For those interested in technical details, most Orient automatic watches sold in Brazil use the F4902 mechanism, which lacks hacking and hand-winding features. I'll cover this mechanism in detail in the future video, so stay tuned for that. With everything disassembled, I'll place the parts in this basket and get them ready for the cleaning machine. Unfortunately, specific Elma cleaning products aren't available in Brazil. Traditionally, watch movements are cleaned here with one solution made from a mix of oleic acid, demineralized water, and ammonia, another solution with only anhydrous alcohol, and another one with benzene. I don't put the pellet forks for cleaning because since I have noticed that these solutions react with the shellac and loosen the rubies of the pellet fork. Instead, I prefer to clean it manually using only benzene, which has proven to be less aggressive. Now I'll start the assembly with the mainspring. I find this part a bit tricky, maybe because I haven't quite mastered the mainspring winder yet. I'm using the barrel wall Mobius A217, which allows for a more tensioned mainspring. I'm using Mobius A200 for the mainspring, which is a paste-like grease with molybdenum. Finally, I lubricate the pivot arbor with Mobius D5. Next, I'll assemble the keyless works, which strangely are inside the main plate in Seiko watches. First, the balance step lever, which functions as the hacking lever. Then the yoke. The setting lever, and setting lever jumper. These parts undergo high tension, so I'll be lubricating with Mobius D5. use Mobius D5 on the center wheel and the mainspring rubies, since they also work under pressure. The third, fourth, and escape wheels are lubricated with Mobius 9020, an oil slightly more viscous than 9010. According to the Swatch Group, the owner of the Mobius brand, this oil performs better in humid regions. And as I predicted, the solutions were enough to clean the polymer and the first reduction wheel. Manual scrubbing with benzene and a razor pencil will do the trick. And here it is! They are not perfect under magnification, but considering that water got trapped among the parts, it doesn't look that bad. With everything cleaned up, it's time to put the pallet fork back in place. I start by placing the bridge over the pallet fork and supporting it with a pegwood, and gently move the pallet fork with my tweezers until the pivot runs past the bridge's ruby. Next, I'll lubricate the pallet fork. I'm using Mobius 9450. I apply a minimal amount of oil in the excess tone of the pallet fork. Then I move the pallet fork back and forth so that the oil can spread along the tip of the escape wheel. Finally, I clean the excess of oil with Rodico. Finally, let's assemble the balance bridge with the balance wheel. It's a real treat. Watching that balance wheel come to life with this relaxing sound, pure joy. each balance wheel rubbed and lubricated with a minimal amount of Moebius 9010. I couldn't film this procedure, but I promise to show it in the next video. Despite some parts not being entirely clean due to rust, I managed to regulate the movement to maintain a healthy amplitude. Next, I'll be assembling the motion works. I start by applying my custom black mixture in the center wheel. This mixture is composed of Moebius 8200, which is a grease, and a small part of Moebius 830, which is a very viscous oil used mainly in clocks. Then I place the canyon pinion over it, the winding pinion, the clutch wheel, the minute wheel, the hour wheel, and finally I can cover all of these parts with this plate. With everything ready, I'll carefully assemble the dial and hands. The customer chose not to replace the dial, so I'll untouch it. And there you have it, folks, the watch is now fully restored and ready for its owner to cherish. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more horology content.